First question is, what political issue within the Philippine Philam community are you passionate about, and why is it important to you?
I think that in terms of issues regarding Filipinx Americans or just Asian Americans in general, a lot of civil rights comes into question generally, especially when it comes to the rights of Filipinx veterans, as well as a controversial topic which has been looming over the Asian American, possibly also Pacific Islander community, which is affirmative action, and helping to better inform that as it does pertain to a lot of up-and-coming Filipinx American students coming into college, and race is clearly an indicator for this particular government program.
Your second question is, oftentimes it is difficult to have general members interact with a political pillar and it is often overshadowed by others. Give an example on a topic you present and how you get members to engage with the material.
Okay. So, as mentioned during one of my proposals, introductory reports as one of the many types of biweekly reports that I would offer. Though such reports would include more open discussion, allowing people to get a chance to talk to other people and voice their opinions. Of course, because there are no clear solutions to a lot of these complex choices, at least it gives them a way to talk about it and exercise their right to free speech, and of course to just at least give thought to it. An example, of course, would be affirmative action. In the normal news cycle, that's not really given a lot of attention during the news cycle. A lot of what is shown pertains to the current administration right now, and but it never gives focus or attention to any of the civil rights actions, civil rights laws and regulations that the current administration is also changing. So, giving attention, shedding light. There we go. Shedding light on what possible laws are being changed right now, Obama-era regulations possibly that are being overturned by the current administration, or new things that they're proposing that can obviously directly affect us, including stuff about college admissions, affirmative action, or things about taxes and how lower middle classes might be affected, and other things like that would help help general members understand what is going on, and helps at least give them opinions. So when voting seasons do begin, and they are of age to vote, then they can give their voice. Because I didn't mention this in my speech, but I just want to say that not just to be informed citizens, but to also maintain our voice. We are a minority here at San Diego State, and to give people this information to actually know what to say, what to discuss, and how to say things in a civil manner can really help show that we are not a forgotten minority like a lot of other Asian American demographics are. We are someone that has a voice. We do have things to say, and we want everyone else to hear them too.
Okay. Your first audience question is, what American political topics will you be sharing, and why do you think it is essential for these topics to be discussed among Filipinx and Filipinx American communities?
I mentioned some of the things, some of the topics already before. A lot of what the current administration is doing in terms of civil rights and the economy, because generally not many of, I would assume personally that not a lot of people fall into the higher classes, for the most part, Filipinx Americans, we generally fall around upper middle to lower class. And also in terms of regarding veterans, especially those that were in service during the past few wars from World War II up until the Vietnam War. And then also, yes, I think taxes were something, of course, and then I think better education too.
Okay, and then your second audience question is, how will you bring non-Philippine issues, such as issues from the Black, Latinx, Muslim, LGBTQ+ communities, to the minds of GBMers and enable them to think beyond our own community?
May you repeat that question one more time, please?
Yes. How will you bring non-Philippine issues, such as issues from the Black, Latinx, Muslim, LGBTQ communities, to the minds of GBMers and enable them to think beyond our own community?
That's a good question. I would say that with regular reports that I proposed during my speech, that it would not just be through also the biweekly reports during general body meetings. I would also like to coordinate with PR in terms of giving not just maybe cultural or historical updates on the Samahan Facebook page, but also up-to-date news on what is going on. And so a lot can happen, as those that have watched the news have seen or can maybe attest to. A lot happens within 2 weeks, and clearly one would not be able to cover 2 weeks worth of information, but in cooperation with PR and other groups, I could be able to help get information out there faster, especially in terms of what happened with the Black Resource Center very recently. So being able to get those news and that information out there faster would definitely be very helpful and help get it stuck in their heads.
Thank you.